Good afternoon, beautiful babies. I'm outside at my Airbnb, so I'm going to try to talk a little quieter. I don't want to be obnoxious, but I do want to do a tarot reading today. There was some kind of heavy energy that the collective was processing through, especially related to the message that I posted this morning about money and redefining our relationship with power and the resource of money in this modern age. And a lot of misunderstandings taking place. It's going to take a while for us to understand how vastly different our future looks from our past. And until then, there's going to be a lot of people misunderstanding the visionaries and the messengers of the new earth. Three of Swords, yeah, because we're all a bit heartbroken. A lot of us are seeing the world through a lens of heartbreak and grief and turmoil and tumult. We see other people as if they're out to get us, as if they're out to hurt us, as if they have bad intentions. There's a lot of mistrust in the collective right now. And of course, as a person who's been experiencing life with you guys, I understand why. It's been a rough, really rough couple years. But I need you guys to know that when we start healing our heart and when we start loving ourselves and valuing ourselves, that's when the real change starts. The global change. And, you know, we need to be open to new ideas as well. I know I trigger people. That's what I'm here to do. It sucks. I'll be honest. Being a person that's supposed to be here to trigger people is not a fun job, but I show up for it anyway, almost every day for free. And so anyone who misunderstood my video about money, just remember that I'm here for you, doing this every day. I quit my lucrative business to do this for free. Like, this isn't about money for me. This is about following God, being a servant of God. And that's what we're all supposed to step into. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that fucking abundance. This is what is awaiting us in the new earth when we step into our power and we stop fearing the resources that we have access to, when we stop fearing that we're not worthy, and when we stop pointing the finger and projecting on other people. That's a huge one. If you're pointing the finger and projecting on someone today or any day, you're part of the problem. And I'm saying this with love because we all have to take accountability for how we're showing up in this world right now. We have to. This era of pointing the finger because we've been heartbroken is going out the window. All right? Trust in this process. Page of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Put the work in. Every day, day in, day out. The reason why I got as far as I've gotten is because I have worked so hard. You know, people don't understand how hard I have worked to get here. I've done things that most people would never, ever, ever consider doing. They would rather leave this earth than face some of the stuff that I've faced, okay? I've earned my place where I am. I have fucking fought for this, okay? And I know my value now because I've let God into my heart. Page of Pentacles, slow and steady. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with everyone else, and let this period of feeling like you haven't been enough, like you haven't been treated well, like you've been left out in the cold. A lot of you are just so scarred from poverty and heartbreak. Okay, don't project, don't hurt people just because you've been hurt. Don't project on other people your own fears about yourself. You know, we need to give each other the benefit of the doubt. We've got to be gentle with each other, okay? This is a very important time. Go inward and do the work. Do the healing. Stop pointing the finger at other people, okay? I say this with love. Strength. This period of time is going to take a great amount of strength from all of us. And a lot of us that are in positions of power, that are stepping forward, have gotten here because of how much strength we've had to have. Okay? Recognize that. Respect that. We're all being asked to step into strength and power. And that doesn't mean that you have something up over someone else. This is what I mean. We're redefining the whole terminology. This new earth doesn't look anything like what we've seen. We need to scrap the whole thing and start over. But in order to do that, we have to start where we are with what we have. That is the only way we're going to move forward, okay? Three of Wands in reverse. A lot of you guys have been blocking the things that are trying to come in by refusing to listen to God and your intuition. But things are trying to move quickly. There are opportunities. There are people coming toward you. There are things waiting for you to surrender, is what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Hermit. Go into hermit mode, okay? Especially if you're one of those people pointing the finger and projecting on others. This is a great opportunity to go inward and do the work. Look at where you're pointing the finger, turn it right around and ask yourself, how are you contributing to the very thing that you're complaining about, okay? This is so important for everyone because we all do this at times. We've all done it. Everyone has an ego, and a lot of us have been living from our ego our entire lives. If you haven't done the healing, now is the time to start looking at turning over those rocks and looking at all the kind of creepy crawly shit underneath, because that's the only way we're gonna get through this, you guys. That's why that strength is so important. Those are the things I've been facing. They're not fun, okay? They almost took me out multiple times. I considered leaving this earth multiple times. And I'm not the kind of person to say that lightly, all right? And it makes me feel a little teary just thinking about it. Don't judge others, you guys. You have no idea what other people have been through. You have no idea. Be open, be receptive, be peaceful. Embody peace in everything you do. Ask yourself day in and day out, how am I contributing to a peaceful outcome in this new earth? How am I contributing to a peaceful experience in my life? Journey. This came out the other day. It's a journey. There are going to be mountains to climb. There are going to be valleys to go under. You have to be flexible and move with the path. You have to trust the path, and you have to trust everyone around you. It's kind of like driving on the freeway is what you don't focus on what other people are doing unless you have to, right? You just trust that everyone's just going to stay in their lane and do their own thing, and you move forward in faith. That is what is being asked of you right now. Stop looking at what other people are doing and judging them, and move toward your goals. Fulfill your life's mission. You have work to do. And especially stop looking at people that have faced their demons, that have done all the work that you're avoiding. I'm hearing, do not judge others until you've walked in their shoes, and then you can speak from their position. But if you don't know what they're going through, what they've been through, you don't get to have an opinion, and you don't need to have one, because we're all here to be unique and different. We're not here to be like each other. Go inward, do that work. Support each other right now. Support yourself first and foremost, and support the people in your life that support you. We can always be there for someone, but we need to make sure that we're not just pouring. I have depleted myself. This is a different version of me because I have been protective of my time and energy in a new way. And I'm not just giving endlessly at people who never give back. That's what I've done my entire life. And all it ever did was burn me out and make me useless in every direction. I felt impotent in every direction. I wasn't able to get anything done or be anything because I was so busy fucking pouring into everyone else's cup and getting nothing in return. Support yourself, support your dreams, and then focus on supporting each other. In the long run, this is what is going to lift us all up, because this codependent stuff, you guys, it's got to go. Celebrate this new era. Celebrate yourself for how you are calling it in. And if you're not actively calling it in yet, make a commitment to being a better version of yourself every day so that we can celebrate in this new earth. We have work to do, but we have to work together and go with the flow, okay? I say this all with love. Being a messenger of this type of stuff is not easy. I don't think you guys realize how hard this is. Especially for somebody who's been taught to just hide in the shadows. Like, it is not my desire to get up and speak in front of a bunch of people and share intimate details of my life. It's terrifying. And yet I show up for it every single time because I'm guided by something higher. And I'm humble, and I know that my work is needed right now. It's time for everyone's work is needed right now. Your soul essence needs to be uncovered so that you can contribute to this in only the unique way that you can contribute. We need to stop comparing ourselves and each other to others. This is the new paradigm. We are not going to be like anyone else. We're not going to want to be like anyone else. We've already started to see it in our younger generations, thank goodness. But we've got a long way to go. And we all have to work harder at accepting ourselves in order to accept each other. Thank you, Spirit. Because it is in the pointing the finger that we usually are seeing things in ourselves that we dislike in others. But really what we need to do is have compassion for them, do the work, and then once the work is done, it's not going to bother us because we're going to have compassion for them, knowing where they're coming from. All right? You've got to get into your higher mind. You can't sit in your ego and judge, okay? I say this with love. Do the work, all right? I love you. If you need a personal reading or self-empowerment, self-love coaching, if you need a mentor, I'm here. I'll put it's sacredmuseproject.com, but I'll put it in the description box, okay? I love you. Keep going. Happy New Year.